Hello everybody, it's your old friend RJC, and today I'll be watching and reacting to all the intros from Family Ties. Not a fan of the show. Kind of in that growing pains sense. I found the show to be really boring. And I found the people in it to be really boring, but not in a way where I hate it. Like, I understand that they're all good people. I just found them boring. They were like neighbors I had when I was a kid who, you know, you like them and you say hello. You can call them during an emergency, certainly, but you don't want to get caught into a conversation with them. You're like, "Oy, when will this end?" I mean, the twist of this show is that the kid is conservative. The hip, young, exciting kid, really, supposed to be the breakout star here, is a conservative. He wears suits. That was pretty much it, and it didn't do it for me when I was watching it in reruns. I don't think I even watched the first run of this. It may have been before my time. Nevertheless, let's find out just how boring it is. Without any further ado, here are all the intros to Family Ties. Even this is just a boring sounding opening. Oh yes, and lest we forget they were hippies, there's Michael Gross and Meredith Baxter faking their hippiedom. The cleanest hippies I've ever seen. Shaggy long hair, but clean shaven. These are the best smelling hippies I think I've ever seen in my life. And then they got really into EMS and khakis and hiking boots. And after a camping accident, and they would sing Kumbaya in Yellowstone. And then the kids turned rogue. And she likes to draw. I mean, even this song, it's like, it's not for a comedy. This easy listening thing is not happening. Justine Bateman was great. All the actors were great. Teeny Others was fantastic. Michael J. Fox, obviously, I get it. But I also feel like and look at how bored they are. In the closing shot, Meredith Baxter's falling asleep. Stop talking about Vietnam, Michael. Oh my, and this is them coloring, because they're so bland, they need color in their life, and I think that's the problem. And they're so adult, the kids are so adult. Teeny Others is cooking, she's a sous chef. He dresses so boring, Michael Gross. Yet he's so great in something like Tremors. It's in him, but it's not what they made him do, you know? They barely got up to shit. I don't know how to explain it. Even when they did get up to shit, it was all reasonably handled in a very measured way. And how many times can Teeny Others cook? And, you know, he wants to go to school, and they're like, what about drama class? Or why don't you paint? Okay, and that's it? Michael J. Fox got a hair lip in that. I always thought this show was a natural extension. This character and Michael J. Fox's character from Spin City were like exactly the same. Who's painting this? Are you telling me that Meredith Baxter paints this and it's already framed and she's painting it in the frame? What are we doing here? The tableware looks boring. The decor looks boring. They probably had the worst food. Oh, chicken pot pie. You're like, oh my god. Wrap it up already. Everything is so muted. I don't know how to explain it. This was that couple where every appliance, all that, like the cabinets are distressed.
Sit, Ubu, sit. You're like, good dog.
Sit, Ubu, sit was like the most exciting part of this intro for me. Let's do it again, though. Did they get any older? No. It's so ridiculous to think you would start painting like that. It was like a coloring book, and it's going to turn into a painting. These people who created Family Ties don't even know how to paint or how to color. That was like paint by numbers, and it turns into a Renaissance portrait. Jesus, I am fired. You know what? At first, I was like, this is going to be inoffensive. Now I'm fired up. The more I see that whole painting bookend they try to put on there. What's even different with this one? Are they going to throw something, one shot at the end that's different? Look, and it started with just a red dab of paint, and it turned into this. This is before they had those, like, Instagram filters that would just turn shit into a photo. And now people claim to be graphic artists, and they just take a picture of you. Yeah. That's one dollop. I meant dab and dollop, and I confused the two, and I'm sorry. Here's somebody got a note about the painting bullshit. because we've totally changed here. And you know what this show needed? More kids. A baby. Because they're freewheeling. So Michael Gross is not a condom user, I think is the main crux of this season. Look, and there's a baby. Okay, great. Is it his kid? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's one of the... Oh God, I don't even care. And they're using, other than the one shot of the baby, everything else is the same. Everyone has de-aged like 10 years so far. Oh my God. The pictures are so boring. They all blew their money at Sears. Dear Lord. This song is so... How are you ready to laugh after listening to this song? It's a show that makes you go, no ha. Gary David Goldberg ought to be ashamed of himself. It'll be like politics, but with kids. Ooh. Did they change? No. And this is another show. The theme song's been exactly the same. Nothing has changed. I think they just turned up the contrast on this. Those hippies who somehow managed to make a lot of money. If they were real hippies, and I know children of real hippies, they are living in some sort of dilapidated bungalow that they got from their dead uncle. It's not this nice. Oh my God. And the house is always too spacious. It is a tremendous kitchen set. Most of this show is set in the kitchen. Has nothing to do with food or cooking, really. Tina Yothers, who gives a shit what she was cooking? But one of the great kitchen table sets. I will give them that. But the Golden Girls went Brian Bonsall, and he's grown so much, and he's happy, and he doesn't know the boring world he's about to enter. Well, those were all the intros to Family Ties, and I feel tied to exciting, youthful, conservative themes, and the fact that Michael Gross probably doesn't wear a condom.